wakondre futru aitami tampe pumbate berija no wakonde kesanang Yampanesi ingis nesi bakapuba Hindustani wala mala nawang Laini wisrana.
Hier wil ik doodgaan, want hier kreeg ik leven. Hier is de basis, want hier is gezegend. Hier is die pressie, hier is die dressie. Hier pommen, ati lopi na alla pressie. Ja, je weet zelf, su krijgt 11 en mi sap dat je viering, het bloed spreekt zelf. Tappa bakajari, ja, jullie blij strak. Voetbal op straat, niets boven dat. Asong heb hier en TV, de wind waait strak. Lika tappa uku, a joge drie strak. Barbecue aroma, worst uit de bak. En je weet hoe we doen is su aan nog grap.
When you went out, come back to your country and say I love Suriname. No matter when me going to Suriname, me want to stay. When you went out, come back to your country and say I love Suriname. No matter when me going to Suriname, me want to stay.
Ma boy, mi lopi tranana, lek fam lopi mi strefi. Ma fu say denk mi loba kondre, so na jami kumbal te beri. Mana we stay kung fu boy, we take the tak we necessary. Mama strana, we are yet roast up chifi. And at the fair team sabi. Now we see me break wa Europa, na money me go make it fuck about biggie party na tap Fernandoti. Na jai muste, ika fira shuti, jai muste, na tap Fernandoti.
When you went out, come back to your country and say
I love Suriname.
No matter where we go in Suriname, we want to stay. When you went out, come back to your country and say
I love Suriname.
No matter where we go in Suriname, we want to stay.
I love Suriname.
Ze is hier, ze gaat voor jou zingen. Manoushka Zegelaar-Breeveld, Mi Mooi Sweetie Konde. Geef ook applaus, Manoushka Zegelaar-Breeveld.
Aisrana fawaka nanga yupichi de umatsma fawaka manengre dembijisma fawaka natapse fawaka na fotose Abraliba Fawaka es de ti de Tamara Suriname, jouw hart is gespleten. Nu wil het wijs zijn en toch niet weten. Suriname, wat wil je? Wat zoek je? In hemelsnaam. Je houdt je vast aan het verleden. Heb je de toekomst goed ingeschat?
werkelijk, je bent...
Dit is de Positive Radio Suriname, uw online radio.
Ze is hier, ze gaat voor jou zingen, Manoushka Zegelaar.
Mijn naam is Suriname. Ik ben moeder van Hindustanen, Javanen. Ik ben moeder vanaf de Indianen. Mi beren na mamjo. Ik ben niemands slaaf en niemand is mijn meester.
Broadcasting around the world on the World Wide Web. This is
Positive Radio,
your number one internet radio station.
Stop spending time with the wrong people
Life is too short to spend time with people who suck the happiness out of you. If someone wants you in their life, they'll make room for you. You shouldn't have to fight for a spot. Never ever insist yourself to someone who continuously overlooks your worth. And remember, it's not the people that stand by your side when you're at your best, but the ones who stand beside you when you're at your worst that are your true friends. Stop trying to be someone you're not. One of the greatest challenges in life is being yourself in a world that's trying to make you like everyone else. Someone will always be prettier. Someone will always be smarter. Someone will always be younger. But they will never be you. Don't change so people will like you. Be yourself, and the right people will love the real you. Stop trying to hold on to the past. You cannot start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. Stop being scared to make a mistake. Doing something and getting it wrong is at least 10 times more productive than doing nothing. Every success has a trail of failures behind it, and every failure is leading towards success. You end up regretting the things you did not do far more than the things you did. Stop getting involved in relationships for the wrong reasons. Relationships must be chosen wisely. It is better to be alone than to be in bad company. There's no need to rush. If something is meant to be, it will happen at the right time, with the right person, and for the best reason. Stop rejecting new relationships just because old ones didn't work. In life, you'll realize that there's a purpose for everyone you meet. Some will test you, some will use you, and some will teach you. But most importantly, some will bring out the best in you. Stop trying to compensate against things that are not there. And stop trying to compete against everyone else. Don't worry about what others are doing better than you. Concentrate on beating your own records every day. Success is a battle between you and yourself only. I just have to repeat this. This warrants a repeat. Stop trying to compete against everyone else. Don't worry about what others are doing better than you. Concentrate on beating your own records every day. Success is a battle between you and yourself only. Life is too short to spend time with people who suck the happiness out of you. If someone wants you in their life, they'll make room for you. You shouldn't have to fight for a spot. Never ever insist yourself to someone who continuously overlooks your worth. And remember, it's not the people that stand by your side when you're at your best, but the ones who stand beside you when you're at your worst that are your true friends.
Broadcasting around the world on the World Wide Web. This is
Positive Radio,
your number one internet radio station.
苏里南 Positive 广播电台，大家好，我也天天听苏里南 Positive 广播电台。在线电台可以关注我们 www.positivesr.com。您可以关注我们的脸书 Facebook 直播 Positive Radio。我们的联系方式：手机85373774，办公室191400，邮件 positivesr2018@hotmail.com。谢谢听着。
I belong
En van harte goedemorgen, welkom bij de Positive Radio Suriname. En mijn naam is Clyde Ford en ik ben uw gastheer voor de komende minuten en uurtjes. We hebben om 11 uur een live informatieprogramma, live question and answer, one-shot investment acceleration program. And that will be joined by different persons from I can say 6 countries, but we will have a talk with Renato Archer. He is the founder and COE of One Shot, and One Shot is a new program. Yes, a new program that will assist or maybe support, I can say, young entrepreneurs all over the world, and Suriname also join this program. So we will have a talk in a few minutes with Renato and others. I think, and also the country manager Gil Meyer. We have the country manager of Guyana, Marlon Joseph, and also the management advisor of One Shot, Frank Eersteling. They will have some presentations, and then I will host the session by a few questions, and then also we will let the participants, maybe if they have questions, they can also join it. Once again, in a few minutes, we will start with this live program. It is the Positive Radio Suriname. You can follow us at our Facebook page, Positive Radio Suriname, but also at our YouTube page, Positive Suriname. Going back to the music, for some music, and in a few minutes we will start. Welcome once again, our participants all over the world. Let me see if I can get the countries in. Let me see. Where is the flyer? Yes, this one we have Suriname, Guyana, the Netherlands, Trinidad and Tobago, India, the USA, and the last one. Let me see if I can find it in the. I see one more flag, but okay, I will come back with the last one in a few minutes. We're going back to the music, and I have for you Anna-Marie Hunsel when she sings for us Gado. Bless Ranan Kondre.
Avis postom. Avis pode. Una Suriname. Uno progit Suriname. Na lobi kondre kokomoto. La kondre pe mama beru kumbate. Nanga pe mama shulafu. La posta. Una Suriname. Un tang Suriname. Eviede.
Amen.
Embigi masra. Demus verdi. Merna kondre.
Ik dacht dat we aan het testen waren. Maar we zijn aan live dus. Dat is oké. Ja. Great. Ik heb niet meer gecheckt, omdat ik net een andere meetings had. Oké, ik zet hem. Ja, laat die flyers nog even. We kijken ook. Ja, 5 voor lijkt me goed. Laten we wel op tijd starten. Ja. Ja.
God bless Suriname Kondre. Kondre kupusi. E moi liba. Nange moi sula. Umus brei takunas Suriname.
Hi, hoor je me? Hoor je ons? Nee. Yeah, whatever you want to do. I just play along. Jij move, jij coördinate, and we just follow you. Oh! Oh. 1 second, laat me snel een presentatie zoeken. I forgot about that. Yeah, indeed, I said that yesterday. Well. Ja, laat me snel even wat zoeken. Hoe heet die van ja. Yes. Yes, yes.
Radio Station Radio, Positive Radio, आप सुने दोस्तों Positive Radio van Suriname. Je kunt gaan op online radio, आप जा सकते हो ऑनलाइन रेडियो पॉजिटिव रेडियो सूरीनाम सुनते रहना रोजाना ईमाल फिर आपके वास्ते सब रकम की गाने सरनाम के गाने हिंदुस्तान से बॉलीवुड सब रकम की और मज़ेदार नगमे आपके वास्ते पेश किया जाता है पॉजिटिव रेडियो पर। आप जा सकते हैं www.positiveradio.sr पर और ईमेल के लिए आप positivesr2018@gmail.com पर कुछ मालूमात के लिए इन्फॉर्मेशन के लिए आप तार कीजिए 491-400 या सेल का नंबर 8537374 और हमको भी आप फेसबुक पर लाइक कीजिए पॉजिटिव SR पॉजिटिव रेडियो।
Stranamang ay milop stranang trutru kon repewetang anin miati metawan jaja stranamang awisaneko awisiwekre bisapta kadolop stranang love me for and watch you one day. Me fado and offer, abra wiki problem. Me sapta gado love strana, and I love me for and watch you one day. Deng for me sweet strana, it try come back. Bintang, yeah. Rawangi pripi, tapu moro petra dai. Blessing is straight, we no safrede. Oh, awi saneko, awi siwekre, awi siwekre. Sapta gano lop strana. Love me for and watch you one day. We fado and offer, abra wiki problem. Me sapta gado love strana, and I love me for and watch you one day. Yeah, yeah, gado love strana.
Broadcasting around the world on the World Wide Web. This is
Positive Radio,
your number one internet radio station.
Van harte goedemorgen nogmaals live bij de Positive Radio Suriname. We maken contact met de andere kant bij Renato en crew. Renato, goedemorgen en de mensen die daar ons op dit moment volgen. Ik hoop dat we... Ja, nee, ik heb de microfoon. Nogmaals een van harte goedemorgen live bij deze uitzending van de Positive Radio Suriname. We doen vandaag een live question and answer one-shot investment acceleration program, waarbij we nadere informatie zullen sharen met onze deelnemers op de eerste plaats, maar ook mensen die geïnteresseerd zijn in dit programma. 11 uur gaan wij precies van start. Hou u kort voor. Er zal een kleine presentatie gehouden worden vanuit de One Shot International. En dan de, zal ik zeggen, de country, de COE, Renato Archer. En dan komen de questions. Dus I want to welcome all the participants and the people who are interested in this program. It is the Positive Radio Suriname from Suriname out. We welcome you all. Greetings, and we're glad you're joining this program, also this live meeting. Please welcome, and as I mentioned, I will give over. I will send the start of this program. I will hand it over to Renato. Renato.
Thank you, Clive. And welcome everybody that are joining us from all over. I know that people from Suriname are joining, those from Guyana are joining as well, and we've also noticed that we have other people from other regions, other countries joining us. We're doing this session in English since we would like to tailor to all of these audiences via one single meeting. So I thank you all for joining us and accepting the fact that we will be doing this session in English. I'm Renato Archer, as Clyde mentioned. Thanks a lot for having this session with us, Clyde. Over here, I have Gil Mayer. She is our partner from OTNV. OTNV is a company in Suriname that's doing great things in leadership and management. Gil will be joining us as the country manager for Suriname. And beside me, you see Michelle Tahir. Michelle Tahir is our management assistant from One Shot International, and she will be joining us in this session as well. We would have Frans Eersteling. He is the management advisor, but he unfortunately couldn't make it. And the country manager from Guyana, Marlon Joseph, he is currently traveling, so he couldn't join the session either. So thanks a lot again for this session and leading the Q&A with us, Clyde. So let me know if we can go through the presentation and how you want to proceed.
Yes, thank you all. Thank you, Renato, and also for the introduction. You can start with the presentation.
Yeah, I can start. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, let me share my screen. It will be a really short presentation, probably 10 minutes, just to share the main concept, main idea of what we're trying to do. While I share my screen, I will maybe ask Gail if she wants to say hi to all of the people joining as well.
Good morning, everyone from Suriname. Sunny day. So as country manager for Suriname for this program, I am joining Renato and Michelle today to elaborate on the program and answer any questions you might have. For me, especially if you're a participant in Suriname, OTNV will be the go-to company if you have any questions. So
yeah.
Welcome to hear from you.
Great. Okay, let's start with the presentation. Thank you, Gil. It will be a short, brief presentation on what we're doing and what we intend to do the coming period. Let's start off with talking a little bit about One Shot International as an organization. So One Shot is headquartered in USA, California, around 30 minutes away from Silicon Valley. We all know Silicon Valley, it's the home of innovation. When we talk about companies like Facebook, Google, they're all headquartered in California. We are based there so that we are able to gather all of the knowledge, especially digital technical knowledge, but also to build a great network of investors. Yeah, that's the reason why we are set up in California. As we know, when it comes down to businesses in the US, they grow in a really fast and rapid pace. And that's something we can learn from in our region. One Shot, actually, our aim is to support entrepreneurs in developing countries. Our mission is to help over 1,000 businesses, entrepreneurs in developing countries grow their business internationally by 2030. So we have 7 years left to make sure that we reach this mission and that we support all of these businesses to grow international. I get this question a lot. How do we grow international? Well, it's not the traditional way. We're not going to help you to get approval from the government to export your goods. Yeah, we're not talking about exporting physical goods. Yeah, we're talking about growing businesses in a digital way. Think about Facebook. Everybody around the globe is using Facebook, but Facebook is only established in 1 or 2 companies. I know for sure they are in the US, and I think they also have something in India and 1 other country, but they're not based in any other country, but the whole world is using Facebook. So picture your service, your product being used by people in other countries as well without you being established and set up in these other countries. That's actually the concept. So from One Shot side, we help entrepreneurs to start their business, build their business, and grow their business. Yeah, those are the 3 phases that we bring you through, and you will see and hear a lot about us the coming period for sure. This is an analysis that one of our partners in Suriname, Korstats, has done. They have done an analysis in Suriname and in Guyana. And what have they noticed? They have noticed that there are tremendous barriers when it comes down to entrepreneurship in a whole. Yeah, as you can see here in the graph on the right, there is a decrease when it comes down to interest in entrepreneurship. So a lot of people since COVID have started to look into, okay, how can we earn more by doing less? Yeah, so that's the main concept, the main idea that's going through a lot of people their mind. They don't want to put the effort, the work into setting up their own company anymore. They rather work for an established company or for the government, but they do want to earn a high salary. Yeah, and that's why you see the decrease in interest. Yeah, interest. Less people have interest to start up their own business in Suriname and Guyana. But why is that? It comes based on these barriers. And one of the main ones is access to capital. A lot of entrepreneurs think, yeah, and I need to emphasize on think, that investment is what they need to build and grow their business, to start their business. But it doesn't start with the investment. Yeah, it starts here. Yeah, it starts with the mindset. It starts with the plan. It starts with the idea, actually. Yeah, and attracting the right people to help you establish that dream. If we go a little bit further, we can see that even the ease of doing business index that we all know about in Suriname and Guyana, we know that we're ranked almost at the bottom. Yeah, and if we look at where the US is ranked the 6th. Yeah, so that means they have a lot of solid metrics, frameworks in place to help startups start and build their company. And that's one of the reasons why One Shot, their main and their headquarters is in the US, to actually utilize all of this knowledge, all of these frameworks, all of these metrics that are already established there, and bring it to the Caribbean, bring it to Suriname, bring it to Guyana. That's the main idea. These are 3 of the key things that we noticed that really help to boost startups in the US. One of them are the entrepreneurs programs. I know that there are several already running in Suriname, Guyana, and the rest of the world. We have done some analysis on the majority of these programs, and we have notice that there are some things we can improve. Yeah. On the other hand, we also notice that in the majority of the companies, the startups that start in these developing countries, most of them want to produce physical goods. Yeah, they want to start the things that deliver fast and easy cash, like start a car wash, yeah, because it's trending. Start cooking business. It's good, but you know the fast things, a barbecue stand, you know, on the corner of the street, and you sell a little bit. You have some easy cash, fast cash is good, and it helps. It puts food on the table, but it's not gonna help your next generation to grow. Yeah, it's just good for now. So what we are looking at are how can we look at businesses to grow now, but also the next generations. And the last but not least, and actually one of the boosters that is underutilized in our region are startup accelerators. Yeah, an accelerator is actually an organization where you have everything. It starts with a network of like-minded people. Yeah, and with like-minded people, it's an environment where you can share any idea, and they will say, "Whoa!" They won't start laughing and think this is not gonna work. The first thing they do, they start saying, "Whoa, this is great," and then they will look with you. How can we do it? So that's an environment that everybody with bright ideas should be in. Yeah, like-minded people. And then you have the next step, mentors. You need people that know how things are done so that they can help you start that business, grow that business, and steer you in the right direction. When you have that, you also need structure, because getting investment comes with getting investment ready, having the right structure, setup. And all of these metrics and stuff that you need are embodied in an accelerator. And that's what OneShot is. OneShot is a digital business accelerator, meaning that we help companies grow in a digital way. Yeah? We help companies grow in a digital way. So for us, our mission is to look into this graph. We see the decrease, but what we want to do first is help the graph grow the interest again, because we create opportunities. And besides that, show that it is possible. Yeah, help people get there. So that's what we're gonna do the coming period. So a lot of entrepreneurs that I speak with entrepreneurs on a daily basis. Most of them, when we ask them, what do they need to grow? They say cash, money, investment. Yeah, that's like 90% of the startups think they need investment to grow. Yeah, but if you ask the question, okay, if you would get the investment right now, what would you use it for? And then you get a long list of resources, like things they're gonna buy with the money that they get. Yeah, if you look at getting and attracting investment, it's much more difficult to get investment rather than getting resources. Yeah, so if you would, for example, build a platform for your business and you need money, you're asking for the investment, it will take you much longer to ask for the investment than to ask for the platform. Because there are companies that can say, okay, I'll deliver the platform for you, and we see how we share the revenue. So that's the concept that we want to start building. Equity-based investment and resource-based investment. So asking for what you need instead of asking for finances. Yeah, of course, there are companies that need finances. Yeah, that need the financial injection for things or resources that are not, available directly, that are maybe available online or wherever. Yeah, in those cases, an investment must be given. That's another topic. But this is the concept that we want a lot of people to understand, and this is how we will be supporting a lot of the entrepreneurs the coming period for sure. We are coming with this acceleration program. Yeah, the past years, we've built a tremendous network in especially California. In India, we have some impact investors as well, smaller group in Suriname and Guyana, and we've connected several of these startups with the investors. The downside of the story is that the investors are not satisfied. Why? Most of these companies are not investment ready. So if you are joining this call, think for yourself, look at your own business, and ask yourself if you would meet an investor right now at this point. Do you think you are ready? Do you think the investor would put the amount of money that you asked for on the table? Yeah? There are certain things that investors want to see. They want to know about you in a structured way. It's not just talking in the air. They want a solid, structured story. How did you come up with this idea? How did you actually grow up? And how did this drive grow in you, in your mind? And what will you solve with this idea you have? What will be the value to society? What will be the impact that you will be making? We're not talking about financial impact yet. Yeah? So we're only talking about the impact side. Yeah? Then we will be looking at, okay, what is your vision longer term? What is the mission you have? Think about the mission of One Shot, helping over 1,000 entrepreneurs grow their business internationally by 2030. We didn't mention anything about money. Yeah? So if your plan and your story has numbers, financial numbers in it, you're not ready, for sure. Yeah? Because in the first conversations, the investor is not really looking at the numbers yet. The investor is looking at to get inspired by what you want to do. Yeah, your story. Yeah, and that's where a lot of these entrepreneurs fail, because they jump onto module 10, as you see it here, finance and funding. They start asking, oh, I need $1,000 and we will make $20,000 in 2 years. Can you help me with the money? That's the story. And that doesn't work. Yeah? So this is the process that we will be bringing you through. It's a 12-module process where we will be helping you to get everything structured. Everything structured. You see a QR code here. You can use your phone to scan it. It will bring you to all of the information for this program. We talked just now about the vision mission. We will also in the program talk about the founder and the team. That's really important, because it is important to know how you structure the company, which people should be on board, which people should not be on board. What is your DNA? Yeah, what is your DNA as the founder? All of these things are things that we go through. Module 4 is about product and service. That's where we look at your product. Keep in mind, you don't necessarily need to have a digital product right now. Even if you have a cleaning business right now. I know that somebody signed up with a cleaning business, like cleaning offices. You should think, or would think, okay, but how do you do that internationally? Well, think about the platform. If this goes towards a platform where people that can clean, that are looking for jobs to cleaning jobs, they start signing up on this platform. We grow the business in Suriname. We do the same in Guyana. We do the same in other developing countries. Then this founder has an international company cleaning offices with people, local content we call that, from all of these countries. And that person, the founder, is just based in Suriname. And One Shot just supports to make sure all of the finances are landed on the bank account in Suriname. So that's the concept you should think into. So don't worry too much about, I don't have a digital business right now. Even if you have, for example, a teaching business that you're sitting in class teaching people, also that can be done digitally. So It doesn't matter where you are right now, as long as you have a solid idea and you think this is a business I want to set up, this is definitely the program for you. Module 4 is about customer value, especially nowadays with digital businesses. We're not talking about the traditional customer service stuff anymore. We're talking about digital customer experience. Yeah, and there we work with funnels and certain processes, channels that need to be in place. So all of these things we will be guiding you through. Business models and revenue models. Most of the people just think into the fast transaction. I deliver a good or a service and you pay me. That's it. There are so many other models that actually even generate a lot more than you think. So that's being discussed in this module. Module 7, legal and business ethics. Very important. How do you structure a company in Suriname, in Guyana, in the US? We have even legal people from the US that share a lot of information towards our program. So even if you're in Suriname and Guyana and you want to set up your business in the US, you will be able to get the information from our platform. We have lawyers on the platform that will be able to set you up in the US if your business actually allows that. Module 8 is about go-to-market strategies. How can you go to market and grow rapidly? And module 9 is a very interesting one, pitching. Yeah, when you meet an investor, how can you make sure that you grab their attention from the first instance? Yeah, the first minute. This brings me back to one of the conferences that we joined from one of our partners together. We went in last year, where we were just joining this conference, and there was a startup company, an entrepreneur that came up to us, and she had a really solid idea about her school. Yeah, and in the first 2-3 minutes when she started talking about her business and what she was looking for, we already knew that we were going to invest in that business immediately. Yeah. So this is just for you to know that pitching is not having a deck always and explaining all of the details. It starts with your first 1 minute. How strong is your 1 minute pitch? How strong is your 3-minute pitch? How strong is your deck? Do you have a deck? Yeah, so all of these things are being done in module 9. Then we have module 10, finance and funding. Most of us think that finance, you go to the bank and then you take a loan and then you fund your business. You can do that, but that's not something that we recommend, especially not for startups. Yeah, because being in debt with a startup company is one of the worst things you can do. Yeah, so there are other things you can utilize, friends, family, and fools, as they say sometimes. Why fools? Because who believes in something that is not established yet? That's why they say fools. But if you look at a lot of these established companies that we're using nowadays, it's the fools that grew their revenue based on being there first. So sometimes it's good to be a fool when it comes down to a startup. And if we look into funding metrics, we will be teaching you, several other funding metrics like what do venture capitalists do? How do they work? Angel metrics. You will learn about what is pre-seed capital. Yeah, that's capital for early stage companies. Seed capital, Series A, B, C. All of these things you will be learning, and you will even via our platform, because this whole program is available via our platform, you will be able to access investors, companies around the globe, and share about your business. But most importantly, you need to be structured first. Business strategy and growth, very important, the right strategies. And we end this program with investment readiness strategy and pitch. That is a solid strategic plan that you will have at the end of this program. You will also have a strong pitch. You will have 12 documents with strategic guidelines on how you should proceed your business. You will have a tremendous network of like-minded people around you. You will have also an international network of mentors where you can ask any questions on the platform, and you will have the opportunity to grow your business by pitching to potential investors. So there is a lot to gain when you join this program. This is definitely something you should join. The program is valued at almost $2,500 US. We're actually supporting a similar program in the US, a little bit more sophisticated, and that one is over $2,000 US already. With all of the partners that we have, we're really thankful for the partners and how we're able to set this up. The regular price is $249 US, but we came up with an early bird registration fee, which is $199, only $199 till this Monday, the 31st of July. So you actually have 3 days left to use this option, yeah, till Monday, 12 o'clock, midnight, to make use of the early bird. We also have a financing option where you pay $90 US per month. So you pay $90 US in July, 90 in August, and 90 in September. And in that way, you can join the program as well. Keep in mind, the early bird and the financing option close this Monday, the 31st of July. After Monday, 31st of July, you will only have the regular price from $249. We already saw that several people have signed up and have paid. Thanks for that and believing in this program. We will make sure that you rock. So I'll see you guys that have registered on the 1st of July when we do the kickoff. 1st of September. 1st of September when we do the kickoff. And we're sure that we're going to do some tremendous things. So we have people from Suriname, Guyana that are joining. We have noticed that several of our partners from the US are joining the US program. That's because of the investment opportunities and the resources available in that version are at a higher level. We have tailored this version towards our region, because certain things are more applicable and need to be there. For instance, we need to be able to give you detailed information on how you register a company in Suriname, which is not interesting for somebody from the US. We need to do the same with Guyana. How do you register a company in Guyana? Which is not interesting for people from the US. So we will have, for sure, people from Suriname, Guyana in this version, and we already noticed that some people from the US are already asking for information. I think this is my last slide. This is the full team of mentors. I'm really thankful for this team of mentors that are supporting this program, mentors and partners from over 7 different nations, people from Suriname, Guyana, the Netherlands, Trinidad, India, Serbia, the US are joining to make sure that you get the right knowledge, the right structure, grow your business internationally. We have partners like David Reamer. He is an international Amazon bestseller of the book, Get Your Startup Story Straight. This is a book that will be using the frameworks in the program. David has been the VP of marketing from Yahoo. We all know Yahoo back in the days. But most interesting is that David has supported several professionals and trained several professionals from companies like Google, Netflix, Salesforce, and several others. He has over 40 years of experience. I wasn't even born yet. So he has over 40 years of experience. You can see him here, a very tall guy, and he's really looking forward to support entrepreneurs in our region via his lecture. We also have 2 very strong country managers. To start with the one from Guyana, we have Marlon Joseph from the organization Together We Win. Has a tremendous network with entrepreneurs in Guyana, running several startup conferences and really helping these entrepreneurs to grow their business already. So we expect that with his support, he will also be able to guide a lot of these entrepreneurs. We also have Gail Mayer. Gail is sitting here. Gail is the CEO from OTFA, a company that's helping and growing a lot of corporate organizations, especially in Suriname, but all over the world already. but also looking into how they can apply their knowledge and skills to support SMEs, startups to grow. So if you're in Suriname, Gil will be your main point of contact. Follow us for sure online with all of the content that we're sharing. We have several other mentors. We have Frans Eersteling. He's one of our management advisors based in Suriname. We have Bianca Marshall from Grown to Lead. She is a coach and trainer in Guyana. We have Raul Dundas from Guyana, an expert when it comes down to customer experience. He can really help you to make sure that your customers are delighted, as he always says. We have Sabrina Hanenberg. Sabrina Hanenberg is a legal consultant, very strong with over 15 years of experience when it comes down to legal activities. We have Marciano. Marciano is very experienced when it comes down to set up startups and businesses. He is a managing partner from OT&FE, and also the CFO of OT&FE. He has tremendous experience, has joined several organizations, and has trained several leaders around the globe. We also have Karina Suku from Trinidad, Caption Consulting. She is also part of the Chamber of Commerce from Trinidad, doing tremendous stuff, and will be able to support several of you as well. We have Derek Berenstein. Derek Berenstein is actually born and raised in Suriname, but now living in California, Los Angeles with his family, doing tremendous things there, and is trying to give back to a lot of people in our region to help them grow as well. We have Kirti. Kirti is one of the youngsters in the team, but really strong to help you make sure that your pitch is on point. She's eager to help you get there. She's also from the team of OT&FE. We have Jovian Hoekstam, also born and raised in Suriname, but now living in the Netherlands. He is running the company Treffend HRM, so he's a human resource expert. He will help you, bring you through your DNA as an entrepreneur and help you establish a strong team. We have Avia. Avia Lindy is a really strong mentor, coach, leadership expert. She's based in Guyana from the company BSO, if I'm not mistaken, Evolve Business Solutions it is. And Avia is a really strong coach that will also help you to grow your business a lot. We have Sufik. Sufik is a digital expert supporting and is part of the One Shot team based in India. And we also have Dusan. Dusan is from Serbia, part of our international investors team. And we have several others that are not mentioned here, over 50 partners, but these partners will be leading this program the coming period. So as you see, a really strong team to help you get there, and together with this team, we will together build tremendous opportunity the coming period. So Clyde, this is my brief presentation. I think it was a little bit longer than I expected to. When I get into the material, I get excited. So if there are any questions, we're here and we would like to answer all of the questions that you may have. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Renato. Very interesting. So there are all already questions I have by the preparing this session, but I will repeat them for our followers. Before I start with you, I want to go to Gail, because Gail is the country manager. And Gail, can you explain to us why we need to join this new program? And I don't want to say it's a new program, another new program, but maybe you also can tell us what will be the difference of this program.
Thank you for your question. I think the difference is that these accelerator programs are nothing new. I think the difference is that with this program for Suriname, for Guyana, and the region, the focus will not be only on receiving cash. It will be receiving knowledge and expertise and training and everything you need instead of the cash, because we have a lot of programs in the region focused on giving cash, giving grants with money. And also, Renato also mentioned it already. This is about the story. This is about the idea. This is about getting an idea scalable enough so that it's ready to be invested in on a larger scale. So you have more than 50 trainers, more than 50 experts with maybe 1,000 years of experiences if you accumulate everything together. And it's a very unique way to use that knowledge, and also a very non-expensive way. So you need all these resources, and you will get them now, and we will make sure you get the help you need. So it's kind of also customized.
I like what you mentioned, Gail, because the non-expensive part, I think that's a really important thing you mentioned, because if you only look at one part, a business plan, if you outsource a business plan, it already costs you $150 US or even more.
An hourly rate of a consultant is $150. So you get, with me, you get, if you're lucky, 90 minutes for this thing. So I would say 12 weeks of knowledge and experts would, it's not even worth thinking about if you want to spend the money.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. But you know, why I mentioned again a new program, because we get in the past we get a lot of programs coming up, and that's why I asked what will be the difference. But I got your point, and also if I look at the program and the sessions that will be held, it looks very, very interesting. And one of the things that come up is always, Renato mentioned already, that is the finance. Most of the time, entrepreneurs or people who want to start a business already think about where can I get the money. So it is not always about the money, as Renato explained before in the presentation. Okay, Renato, I want to go with you to maybe you can explain to our followers again, or the participants, why do I should join this program?
Okay, why you should join? Okay, I think that's a little bit in line with the question from Gail, and I would like to add, because Gail already mentioned a lot of really important things. I think one that we can add is that this is not a training, as we always say. Most of the accelerator programs, as you mentioned it, there is a difference, but most of the other trainings or the other programs is just a training. You get the knowledge, and this is how you set up your costs. This is how you set up a company. What we are providing is a workshop. So you will be getting industry knowledge, how are things done in the world, how is Facebook set up, for example, and then you apply several of these learnings to your concept, to your idea, to your business. So for every module, you get assignments, and these assignments are linked to your business. And that way, we bring you to the strategic plan in a structural way. In 12 weeks, we bring you there. So like Gil mentioned, where you would pay $150 US for an hour consult with a consultant to do one thing, you just pay now till Monday $199 for 12 weeks, where you get 24 sessions. Yeah, 24 sessions. Every week you have 2 sessions. You have one session on the Tuesday. That's a digital session. That's a pre-recorded session from the mentor where they share the information. And after you go through that 1 hour information session from the mentor, then you have around 10 assignments that you need to apply on your own business. Yeah? And that's how we prepare you for the mentoring session. Because how it is done right now, you go into a class with 20 people, then we are presenting something, and then you work in a group for half an hour, and then everybody presents in a group, and then we're done. Next. Yeah? The difference now is, one, on the Tuesday session, although you alone as the founder have registered, it is a digital session. So you can bring your whole team and go through that session with the team and work on the assignments together as a team. 5, 10, 20, 100, it doesn't matter how many people. So the Tuesday session, you can work with your whole team because it's a pre-recorded session on your laptop. It's a video. You just look at the video, then you get the 10 assignments, and then you start working on these assignments because these assignments will work here. Yeah, things you never even thought about. And then you'll be working on that. And that will prepare you for the mentoring session that's on the Thursday. The mentoring session is a Zoom session where you have all of the support in that call with all of the other entrepreneurs. And that's where we start asking the questions, getting the guidance, etc., etc. And that's how you go through the whole program till the end. So that is how this program is structured. We use the one-shot platform. You can even go on the one-shot platform right now. It's www.oneshot.sr, and you will see the environment where everything will take place. It is similar like LinkedIn Learning and Facebook. Yeah, it's a similar environment. And that's where we will be bringing, we already have over 300 entrepreneurs already on that platform. We have a free section where you can expose your products for free. Yeah. And that's the environment where we will actually bring all of these entrepreneurs through the program.
Thank you, Renato. The next question is, yeah, I already mentioned some things, but maybe you can explain a few more. What will be the achievement after finishing this program?
Yeah, so there are 3 main achievements. Actually, there are more but if we sum everything up, most of the participants and people think, wow, this is a lot. This is really true. Yes, it is true. And that's why we should start utilizing digital platforms even more. Because in that way, you can actually provide more for less. Yeah. Let me start off with a license that we bought for templates and documents from the US. Even I was amazed when we got this license of, I think it's over 100,000 documents, templates, ready to use. Yeah. So think about it. You need something and you can just tap in anything you need on this platform and you have the template for free just because you're part of the program. Besides that, we have a full database of access to over 500 investors, their information. But as we always say, you need to be structured because if you start connecting with investors and you're not structured as we suggest you are, it will be a waste of your time and their time. So it's really important to go through the program. If you look at the 3 main deliverables, it starts with having your strategic business plan ready. So all of these modules, the 12 modules, they contribute to the strategic business plan. Yeah? And along that path, we will be looking at the international aspect, the scalability aspect, as Gil mentioned. That's in module 4, the product, where we'll be zooming on what you are delivering. Maybe you are only delivering now to the Suriname market or the Guyana market, and then we will start thinking with you, hey, how can we bring this international? Yeah, and that's how we help you to make sure that your strategic plan is not a plan written down what you are doing now. It's what you should be doing. Yeah, that's why it's called a strategic business plan. So we'll be enhancing what you're doing right now to another level. And based on the other level, you will be pitching for people, for investors, for business owners to check, okay, how can I reach this level? In some of the cases, you will get the investment. In other cases, you might get the resources. And in some of the cases, you might not get anything. Yeah, that's a fact. Certain businesses will just get structured. Not everybody will reach their goal. But getting structured is a really important goal in itself. Because when your business is structured, and you have all of these documents that you will be delivering at the end of this program, you can talk with any investor. You can talk with a bank. You can talk with anybody and tell them that this is what I'm doing, this is what I need. Are you interested? You know? So it's really important to go through this program, even if you don't get the necessarily invested, because investors will require certain things. And if you don't have it yet, you might not be able to get the investment. But that shouldn't be the worry. The topic should be, how can I get there? And that's what we will help you accomplish.
If I may add, I think the realization of what you are missing at the end of the program is also a deliverable. Because then you know what you need to get where you need to be investment ready. I think that's an important thing at the end.
Yes. Really important. Important one. And I need to add, that's a really important one that you mentioned, Gail, because if I think into the US accelerator where normally hundreds of people join, sometimes noticing that the concept is not going to work is also an achievement.
Yes, because then you can improve and you come back even stronger.
Even stronger.
Yeah.
So it's not, drop out of the program, I didn't make it. You want yourself a lot of time to notice, I need to shift this. I'm going to pull back and work on it on the side with my team. That's also an achievement, like Gail mentioned.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. But Gail, you know, doing business in Suriname, I don't want to say it's a headache. Maybe I can say was a headache. But maybe if we join this program, I don't know if I got the clue, will be making us, preparing us to get to move on to the bank or to investors. Can I say prepare us for all that headaches that we had in the past? Because I know a lot of entrepreneurs and youngsters who want to start business. One thing I'll say also always they mention is doing business in Suriname is demotivating. Did I get it?
Yes, it is. And as you saw in one of the slides, we are one of the least investment-friendly countries. So ease of doing business is really, really not up to par in Suriname. What we do have is also in the team a lot of experts who have businesses for a lot of years and who know their way around. So that is also knowledge we can give to the participants of the program, to show them and to show them the way around. I think that would be very positive. It is hard, but it's possible.
Okay, thank you. If I do get it on your answer, is that after finishes this program, it will be a way easier to move on in Suriname to do business, but not only in Suriname, but also around the world or with the countries that participate on this program. Right, Renato?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, then we move on. When will the program start? I think you mentioned before in the 1st of September. Did I miss this?
The 1st of September. I think that's a really good time to start because a lot of people will take some time, relax in August. But not only in Suriname, also in Guyana. You know, I hear there are a lot of events. So September is a really good time to start. Your children will probably start school in October. You know, then you start the program. You get into it in September, the 1st of September. We start with a kickoff session on the 1st. All of the sessions will be 6 p.m. Eastern time. So that is 7 p.m. Suriname time. So in Guyana, it will be 6 p.m. And it will be till the end of the November. So 3 months, September, October, and November. 3 months, 12 weeks. Really fixed program. And we have strong deliverables. I got the question a lot, what if I miss one session? So if you miss the Tuesday session, it's not such a big problem, yeah, if you do the following. So the Tuesday session is to prepare you for the Thursday mentoring session. And since the Tuesday session is digital, you can also do it on Wednesday as well, as long as you finish all of your assignments before jumping into the Thursday mentoring session. That's the best, because that's the best way to get all of the support you need, because you already know the questions, you already need the support you need, and then you can ask all of these things in the Thursday session. And after Thursday, you finish the things you missed, and then you get ready for the next module for next Tuesday. So these 12 weeks will be back to back, really fixed day, fixed time. You know, we have no time to lose. It's like we're in a marathon. Yeah, we just, you know, hand the baton. We hand the baton over every week. The one mentor finishes, gives to the other. That one finishes, gives to the other. So that's how we're going to run it back to back.
It's just literally accelerating.
Yeah, constantly. And that's how we'll get there in 12 weeks.
Thank you. Another question for both of you guys is, you know, I don't want to mention Suriname, but having an ID and bringing it on, most of the time people stealing IDs. IDs. How do I can be aware that my ID will be protected?
Yeah.
I have a strong opinion on this subject, because I really don't believe in stealing ideas. Because if the idea is yours and it's your passion, it's your idea, and you know what you want to do with it, it's your story, nobody can steal it. So it's never a danger to tell people what your idea is. It's yours, and if you work it out the way you see it, and it's good enough, and it will work. Nobody can steal your idea. You can steal a knockoff, but it will never be good enough.
True.
But I recognize this is the biggest problem in Suriname, and it's a problem with everything, because we have some trust issues, and we need to work through that. Because if you have a large, big, great idea that will be scalable, take it as a compliment if people steal your idea.
Thank you. Another question is the program... You will add something, Renato?
Yeah, I like the question.
Okay, go ahead.
I would like to zoom into it as well, and I like the answer from Gail. I never thought of it that way. Never thought of it that way. If somebody steals your idea, see it as a compliment. I like that. I'm going to copy that. One of them is also that if your idea is worth so much, I think if the idea itself is worth so much, you should just take the idea, go to the bank, and ask them a loan on that idea.
Also.
Yeah, because the idea in itself doesn't have value yet. Yeah, the idea in itself doesn't have value yet. What adds the value is when you start acting on the idea. Yeah, and everybody brings, as we call it, another sauce to the idea. Yeah, think of sauce as the barbecue that we all eat. The barbecue from place number 1 and number 2, the only difference is the sauce that they add to it. The chicken and it's all the same.
It's also literally the sauce is a topic in this, you know, with the shisado and the fur and all them.
Yeah.
It's actually a business.
It's a business.
Case.
It's a business
case. They did that with all the sauces.
See there again. So if people can have similar ideas, it's just how you present it, how you drive it, how you set it up, and that's what's going to make the difference. Now they call it the USP, the unique selling proposition of your
yes. In line of one of our participants, Erika van der Mark, asks, how does this program work with the confidential information? Would I have to share everything in the group?
Can you ask the question again?
The question is, excuse me, how does this program work with a confidential information, would I have to share everything in the group?
Yeah. Okay. So confidential information needs to be clarified, because confidential is, yeah, everybody has another interpretation of what is confidential. So I think we need to have more details on confidential. But what you share in the program, let me get the details on how you actually go through the program. There will be, for every module, there will be a template. Yeah? You add that information that you would like to add to the template. And how you want to set it up in the template, it's totally up to you. So if you don't want to add certain details, perfect. Yeah? What we do not do, we do not keep backups and stuff from your work. It's all you. Yeah. So after every cohort, stuff is being cleaned from the platform, and we go to the next cohort. Yeah. We don't have the interest to look into ideas, because our business is to help businesses grow. Yeah. You saw our mission, 1,000 companies. That comes down to almost 200 a year.
I don't have time to steal your idea.
So confidential, if there is a trust topic, just set up a meeting with us and give us some more detail, what your thoughts are, what your concerns are, and then we can look into, okay, how we can give you some more details on that.
Great. The program is not in person, but it is online. Did I get it?
It is completely digital. I think along the way we will have the opportunity to see what the need is, to meet, to mentor, to do something in person if it's necessary.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there is also room for that.
Yeah.
Great. What does the digital program offer?
Sorry.
Once again, the question is, what does the digital program offer?
Okay. Let me share my screen so that I can also show what it is. And it was part of the presentation just now. So this slide. Yeah. So these are the 12 modules that are in the program. And this is how we bring you in a structured way towards getting investment ready, as they call it. Now, when your startup or your idea is investment ready, means that you can talk with financial institutions, banks, investors, because you will have all of the material ready that they will ask for to show, and based on that, they can take a decision.
Yes, thank you. The date and time already we talk about that. I want to go to collaborating and networking, and also if you can give us some examples of programs that already supported by One Shot International. Can you give us some examples, some businesses that start already, and how big is the network, and can I collaborate with other guys in Guyana, as for example, or in the US? Maybe you can give us some more information about that. Thank you.
Yeah. So what we're doing with One Shot, we're bringing all of our resources in an easy platform, and that's the One Shot platform. So if you go to oneshot.sr, you go to community, that's where you can connect with all of our partners are there. Everybody's in that network. We have people and organizations in Suriname. UTNP is one of them. Stats. We have several others in Suriname. We also in Guyana, we have several partners. Together with Business Network is one of the leading ones. but we also have several others. In the US, the same thing. Several partners in the US, from attorneys to accountants to business networks, same thing. All of these resources we're bringing together on that platform so that we can support the entrepreneurs, the startups in our region, especially in developing countries, grow. So this is how we actually share our value, share our network with all of the startups that want to grow from the developing. That's for free. You just need to create an account, and then you have access to all of these people. The only thing you need to do is market your business. If you're just there in silence, nobody's going to know about you. So if you're on the network, share a flyer every week. This is my business. This is what I sell. This is what I do. You know, so that people see, hey, oh, this is Positive Radio. Hey, this is Positive Radio. And then they start connecting with you. Yeah. So that's one of the basic things you can do. On the other hand, we provide several services with our partners. You can see all of that on our website and on Facebook as well. And we join several conferences and networks in the region. One of the upcoming events we'll be joining is on August 5th. That is an event from GCI Nilom in Suriname. It's going to be in Ethiopia. Check the Facebook page from GCI Nilom, and then you will see all of the information. That's where we'll be sharing a lot about how entrepreneurs can start off from their idea to internet, helping entrepreneurs to see that there are a lot of opportunities out there and not only the challenges that we may see around us. So it will be a real motivation session, and a lot of information will be shared, but also a lot of opportunities will be shared with people that join. We do similar stuff with Together We Win. We just finished the Guyana SME Investment Conference. I would encourage you to look at the Facebook page from Together We Win as well, and also the website. Tremendous stuff that's being done in Guyana to support entrepreneurs in Guyana. So also check the latest conference, all of the topics that have been shared there on how you can set up, start, grow, and build a business in Guyana as well. So I believe that with the network that we're building, we're setting something really legendary for the region, and we really encourage people to not sit at home and think with this idea, what am I going to do with it? Maybe your environment doesn't support that idea and you think, hey, this is not going to work. But connect with like-minded people. Just start creating an account on One Shot. Share your, what you want to do. You need somebody to help you. Look for a co-founder, as we call it, so that you can start up that business.
Yeah, because a great idea is not worth anything if you never do anything with it, right?
True that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, guys. Another one is Renato. The other day I already asked this question, but for the record, doing online business, we have some challenges, and one of them is content, license, and payment. I know we have some we struggle with some of these items because I don't know if Suriname is ready yet. But if I zoom in and I also look for information, we don't get it done to doing business online, and to protect also our IDs. I don't know if I let me say during this session I get some IDs already, and also if I zoom in the programs of the modules that will be present, that I will learn from this program that it is not so difficult, but also not so easy.
True. Everything you do in life, it requires some effort, for sure. So easy it is not. Just to imagine that One Shot International based in California the owners are from Suriname, born and raised. So if it's possible for them, why wouldn't it be possible for you? So it's all possible. And what you just mentioned, I think you're talking about IP, intellectual property, content, stuff like that. So that's one of the big advantages of working with One Shot, because One Shot is actually creating the bridge for startups and entrepreneurs in developing countries towards towards the world. And if you're part of that network, especially if the business is actually supported by One Shot, we will be able to be your, they call it liaison, like
of guidance. Yeah.
in the US. Yeah. So if you need to do something in the US, you have somebody breach your IP, they used your logo or whatever, or you want to patent or trademark a logo on international level. All of these things we can do on behalf of you in the US. Yeah. So you don't have to worry about, okay, how will I get there? And the big companies will steal my ID. We can help you to be established right beside them so that nobody can do anything. And if it comes down to a legal or a lawsuit, as a US company, we have the same rights as any other US company. So that means we can have a lawsuit against them on behalf of you.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Yes.
If we add,
Yeah, okay.
it is a problem, IP. But Renato is right. Also for OT&T, we have a strong love for IP. So everything we do is licensed. We have partners all over the world, and we have licenses. So we are very experienced in this sector. So we can also prepare everything for Renato, and then we set it up. Also, he mentioned also there is a legal team.
Yeah.
So there are people specialized to make sure you are protected.
Yeah.
Your IP is protected.
Yeah, and to run back to, because we arrived at IP, and if you even look at this program, you see that IP falls in legal as module 7.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to imagine just putting a trademark on something that's just starting, it doesn't have the value yet. So it's really important that you go through it, that you build that brand, build that business, start gaining traction. You know, if you go through that process and you see, okay, this is becoming something, that's the right time to start looking into, you know, trademarks, all of these, because that's when it becomes interesting for others to copy what you're doing. Yeah. So all of that support we have in that network with all of the partners. OTNF is also in Suriname to support. So we believe that we have thought about a lot. I wouldn't say everything, but we have thought about a lot.
Thank you, guys. I think we get all the information, but can you at least repeat the registration, payment, and what do we need if we want to join this program? What do we need to do?
Okay. So to start with, One Shot International, together with several partners around the globe, in Suriname, Guyana, the Netherlands, Trinidad, India, Serbia, and US, will be offering this acceleration program. It's the investment acceleration program. Over 50 partners from all of these countries will be supporting. So imagine the people you know from your country are part of this, and you should be part of it too. So these are the partners that will be running this program. It's a 12 weeks program. We'll be bringing you through all of these modules to make sure that your business is investment ready. Yeah? Yeah, that your business is investment ready. If you want the details, just scan this QR code with your phone. You will have the link to register, to pay directly in that link. So just turn on your camera, scan this QR code, and you will have the information on your phone, and you can register from there. The program in the coming 3 days, so these are the last 3 days for the $50 discount. It's ending on Monday, the 31st. then you will be able to actually join for $50 less, and you can also join via a financing option, which means that you pay $90 now, $90 at the end of August, and $90 at the end of September. Starting the 1st of August, there will only be the regular option, which is $249 to join. If you ask me, a very, very competitive program. The price is really competitive compared to anything that you will see on the market. And also the stuff that you will be getting in this program. This is industry standard. It's directly from the US, directly from the heart of innovation from the world. And the content that is being shared here, believe me, if you go through it and you finish it, you will actually even say, wow, this is something different. So what we're doing as One Shot, we're helping startups and entrepreneurs to start, build, and grow their business internationally, which means we'll be helping you to bring your business international in a digital way. So even if you don't have a digital aspect in your business right now, it doesn't matter. Just sign up, and through the program, we'll be helping you to do that. As we always say, a world of digital business starts with One Shot, and especially when we talk about developing countries, we really need to start adopting this. We can't wait till all of these developed countries come up with newer and newer solutions, and we're just the user. We're just the user of Google, the user of Facebook, the user of everything new that comes, WhatsApp, call it. We're just using, and they are earning from us. We should start coming up with our own solutions and start earning from all of these developed countries as well. And that way, we export our goods in a digital way. We bring in foreign money inside. We help build and grow our economy. We help build and grow our own business, ourselves, our families, and even our next generation. So if you are following this session, you feel that this is something that I should join, you have this idea, but nobody understands what you're talking about, this is the program that you should join. All of the resources are available to help you grow. And at the end of this program, we expect that you will reach your goal. As I always say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So this is your shot. If you're going to take it, it's all up to you.
Thank you, Renato and Gail, for this question and answer program. I don't know if you guys want to, at the end of this live on Positive Radio, if you guys want to add something, I don't know, or we are finished.
Thank you for the opportunity. Well, we hope to hear a lot of reactions the coming weeks, and we hope that this helps all these entrepreneurs with their new ideas to sign up for September.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Clyde. Thanks a lot for the opportunity.
You're welcome, and also success. I will join the program, so we will meet in a few weeks. And also, I want to thank the people who follow this live. Our greetings once again, and have a good, blessed weekend. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Nou, dan hebben we het gehad voor wat betreft de live uitzending van het programma One Shot. Dat is de Investment Acceleration Program. En dat zal gehouden worden in de maand september. En we hebben de informatie gehad van de man himself, Archer, op deze zaterdagochtend. Ik wil u bedanken nogmaals voor het willen kijken en meedoen aan deze live uitzending. En we hopen dat u inderdaad ook van de gelegenheid gebruik zal maken om mee te doen aan dit programma. Nogmaals een fijn weekend. En voor mij zit het er nu op. U hoort mij later weer op deze mooie zender. Clyde Ford signing out voor de Positive Radio Suriname. Dag.
Ze is hier, ze gaat voor jou zingen. Manoushka Zegelaar Breeveld, Mi Mooi Sweetie Konde. Geef een applaus. Manoushka Zegelaar Breeveld.
Aisranang fawaka nanga yupichi de umasma fawaka manengre dem bijisma fawaka natapse fawaka na foto say Abraliba Fawaka is de Tamara Suriname, jouw hart is gespleten. Nu wil het wij zijn en toch niet weten. Suriname, wat wil je? Wat zoek je? In hemelsnaam. Je houdt je vast aan het verleden. Heb je de toekomst goed ingeschat? Mi sweetie Suriname, als ik naar je kijk, besef ik dat ik je nooit verlaten kan. Temeluku, me praxeri, me pramisi.
Broadcasting around the world on the World Wide Web. This is
Positive Radio,
your number one internet radio station.
Suriname, nalo bikondre kokomoto. Da kondre pe mama beru kumbate. Nanga pe mama shulafu. Da posta. Una Suriname. Un tang Suriname. Bigi masra, temos verde, me na condre agredi, dado blestra não conde, me
Sapta kadolop stranam, and I love it for
Dit is de Positive Radio Suriname, uw online radio.
Radio Station Radio, Positive Radio, आप सुने दोस्तों Positive Radio van Suriname. Je kunt gaan op online radio, आप जा सकते हो online radio, Positive Radio Suriname. सुनते रहना रोजाना ईमाल 24 uur आपके वास्ते सब रकम की गाने, सरनामे के गाने, हिंदुस्तान से बॉलीवुड, सब रकम की और मज़ेदार नग़मे आपके वास्ते पेश किया जाता है पॉजिटिव रेडियो पर. आप जा सकते हैं www.positiveradio.sr पर और ईमेल के लिए आप positivesr2018@gmail.com पर. कुछ मालूमात के लिए, इन्फॉर्मेशन के लिए आप तार कीजिए 491400 या सेल का नंबर 8537374 और हमको भी आप फेसबुक पर लाइक कीजिए पॉजिटिव SR पॉजिटिव रेडियो.
苏里南 Positive 广播电台，大家好，我也天天听苏里南 Positive 广播电台。在线电台可以关注我们 www.positivesr.com。您可以关注我们的脸书 Facebook 直播 Positive Radio。我们的联系方式：手机853774，办公室191400，邮件 positivesr2018@hotmail.com。谢谢听着。
Stop spending time with the wrong people. Life is too short to spend time with people who suck the happiness out of you. If someone wants you in their life, they'll make room for you. You shouldn't have to fight for a spot. Never ever insist yourself to someone who continuously overlooks your worth. And remember, it's not the people that stand by your side when you're at your best, but the ones who stand beside you when you're at your worst that are your true friends. Stop trying to be someone you're not. One of the greatest challenges in life is being yourself in a world that's trying to make you like everyone else. Someone will always be prettier. Someone will always be smarter. Someone will always be younger. But they will never be you. Don't change so people will like you. Be yourself, and the right people will love the real you. Stop trying to hold on to the past. You cannot start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. Stop being scared to make a mistake. Doing something and getting it wrong is at least 10 times more productive than doing nothing. Every success has a trail of failures behind it, and every failure is leading towards success. You end up regretting the things you did not do far more than the things you did. Stop getting involved in relationships for the wrong reasons. Relationships must be chosen wisely. It is better to be alone than to be in bad company. There's no need to rush. If something is meant to be, it will happen at the right time, with the right person, and for the best reason. Stop rejecting new relationships just because old ones didn't work. In life, you'll realize that there's a purpose for everyone you meet. Some will test you, some will use you, and some will teach you. But most importantly, some will bring out the best in you. Stop trying to compensate against things that are not there. And stop trying to compete against everyone else. Don't worry about what others are doing better than you. Concentrate on beating your own records every day. Success is a battle between you and yourself only. I just have to repeat this. This warrants a repeat. Stop trying to compete against everyone else. Don't worry about what others are doing better than you. Concentrate on beating your own records every day. Success is a battle between you and yourself only. Life is too short to spend time with people who suck the happiness out of you. If someone wants you in their life, they'll make room for you. You shouldn't have to fight for a spot. Never, ever insist yourself to someone who continuously overlooks your worth. And remember, it's not the people that stand by your side when you are at your best, but the ones who stand beside you when you are at your worst, that are your true friends.